What is typography? Typography. It is a noun. The style and appearance of printed matter, as told by Google.com. Anatomy of typography is a glossary of common type terminology. Let's review some basic terms. We have the cap height, X height, baseline, descenders, ascenders, overshoot, bracket, crossbar, stem, terminal, counter, ear, loop, axis, bowl, eye, finial, shoulder, serif, and tail. Was that too quick for you? Okay, I'll slow it down and further explain. Cap height, the height from the baseline to the top of the uppercase letters. All letters have the same height and are aligned to ensure consistency. Some letter forms sit slightly above the cap height in order to appear the same size. X height, the measurement of which the body of lowercase letters aligns to. It is usually defined by the crossbar on the T or the height of the X. Baseline, the imaginary line which the letters sit on. Descenders, any part in a lowercase letter that extends below the baseline. Some types of descenders also have different names. Ascender, any part of a lowercase letter that extends above the X height. Overshoot, seen in letters that have a triangular or rounded top. They will extend slightly above the X height. Bracket. The bracket is a curved or wedged-like connection between the stem and the serif of some fonts. Not all serifs are bracketed serifs. Crossbar. The horizontal stroke across the middle of an uppercase A and H is the crossbar. Stem. It is the most consistent element in typography. It is the framework of every letter form, and it is the long rectangular stroke of a letter. Terminal. The end, straight or curved, of any stroke that doesn't include a serif. Counter. The enclosed or partially enclosed circular or curved white space of some letters. Ear. Typically found on the lowercase g, an ear is a decorative flourish, usually on the upper right side of the bowl. Loop. In a double-story G, the loop is enclosed or a partially enclosed counter below the baseline that is connected to the bowl by a link. Axis. An imaginary line drawn from the top to bottom of a glyph bisecting the upper and lower strokes. Bowl. The curved part of a character that encloses the counter. Eye. Much like the counter, the eye refers specifically to the enclosed space in a lowercase e. Finial. Forms an ending curve on a rounded letter form. Shoulder. The curve at the beginning of a leg of a character. Serif is found at the end of a stem as a way to finish the letter form. It has been proven through extensive studies that the stroke aids in distinguishing different letter forms in text. Tail, the descending, often decorative stroke on letters such as Q, Y, R, and K. Okay, now I know that was a lot to take in, but this is only the beginning. Check out my blog post below for a printable and desktop version of the anatomy, and come back next week as we dig deeper into the basics of typography.